real. I wouldn't do this normally, but the need is real, and the need would, if met, would be a great help to these people. We have two girls called Florence and Mary. They've lived with us for a month, and they're 14 years of age. Their father died a few months ago, and there's a family complications where in their culture, um, you can, you can have, what can you call it, kind of family conflicts. And so when their father died, um, the father was not buried because of family squabbles. In Ghana culture, when the husband dies, the mother, if she has anything, the family take it off them. So Florence and Mary's mother had everything taken off them. I know it sounds crazy, but that's their culture. So the wife, if she's got the husband's pension book, or the husband's papers, or savings account, or whatever, the family just take it off them, take any belongings, and that's just the way their culture is, and left the wife destitute. So we took Florence and Mary in for 4 weeks recently. I took them in because I didn't want, in their culture, if you've got no money, guys can come along, say, here's a few pounds, sleep with me. So I said to Dorcas, bring them up, let them stay with us, we need to protect them. So they came and stayed for 4 weeks, and they're like daughters, really. Um, and we did that to protect them, to look after them, to make sure they're okay. Now, the funeral is now going to happen. The mother's destitute. Florence and Mary are destitute. We've had to send Florence and Mary back. The reason being is the family will meet, and they decide, it might be stepsons or distant uncles, they decide where Florence and Mary go. But the mother is destitute, and they have a funeral, and they can't afford to do the funeral. They can't afford to buy funeral attire for their culture, to dress for the funeral. The funeral is in the next couple of days. So the emergency appeal is, if you can support Florence and Mary, just help them to make sure that they've got money for school, education, whatever, and for funeral costs. I think the funeral costs would be about £50 to £100, and then maybe £50 just to help Florence or Mary, just to so they've got a little bit of money just to last until the family decide what they're going to do with Florence and Mary. I'm praying that they because there's family squabbles, they leave Florence and Mary with the mother, and then Florence and Mary can come and live with us. But just to tie them over the next few weeks, so that they don't have to worry about money, they don't have to worry about anything, so that they're not going to end up doing something stupid like sleeping with a man who might try to take advantage of their poverty. And to help the mother, so that the mother, I've met the mother, I know the mother, she's a lovely woman, she's a very humble lady, but she's been put in a very difficult situation. The way she earns money, the mother, is she puts water on her head and sells bottles of water or plastic cartons of water. And she won't make much, she might earn 50p a day or something, not even that. So if you could help, if anybody could support Florence and Mary and their mother, just for the next few weeks, to see how things go, just to get them through the funeral, just to get, you see, it's a bit complicated because their father had another wife, and he had sons, so they're stepsons, so they're not really wanting to help the family. So it's just really the mother and the two daughters, you know, destitute really. So even though they have this family, they're not really family in a way. So if anybody can help or support them just to get them through these next couple of weeks, um, we'll send the money to Junior, one of my students, and he'll make sure that that money is used. He will actually go with them to make sure they buy clothes for the funeral, make sure they pay for the funeral. He'll make sure that that money is used, and he'll also make sure that that Florence and Mary use that money wisely for themselves to go to school, buy uniform, whatever they need, books, food, whatever. So it'll be supervised properly, and the money will be spent wisely. But if you can help, if you can't help, don't worry. But the mother was on the phone today crying to us, and all the money that you sent us recently, we had a few weeks ago, we had 11, 12, 11 to 12 kids stay with us, actually stay in the mission house for nearly a week. So you can imagine the cost that is. So the money that you sent went into that week of intensive week of activities, providing them with food, providing with them opportunities to do day trips and educate them on certain things and stuff. So thank you very much for all your support. I know that someone out there will respond, so thank you for listening. Just an emergency appeal for these kids, 2 kids. I'm praying that they can come eventually stay with us. They stayed with us for a month, and they're like 2 lost puppies. We had to send them back. We had to send them back. The reason why we had to send them back is you can't interfere with Ghanaian families because they can get very, very, very nasty. Very, very nasty. When I mean nasty, they can come and take you down and like take your life. That's how Ghanaian families are. If you interfere with their families and stuff. So we couldn't get involved. So we had to send Mary and Florence back. They stayed with us for a month. We took them to the coach because we've done taxis for all the kids the last couple of weeks, which cost a fortune. So we sent them. We had to send them on coach, which is a lot cheaper. And they were crying their eyes out. They were so upset. They just didn't want to go home. But we had to send them home because we can't get involved with their family squabbles and things. The family have to sort it out. When it's all sorted, we might be able to get involved in. So if you can help in any way, I'd be very grateful. It would be a help to the girls, and it would be a help to the mother, who's a lovely lady. She is a nice lady. But when her husband died, the family went in. She only lived in a little hut. She only lived in a very small hut with corrugated iron on top. Her husband was a teacher, but he'd fallen ill for like a year, so he wasn't really working. He didn't have any much money or anything. But the family, his siblings, her stepsons, in fact, they went in and they took everything. They took everything. That's what they do. It's like if you are married to a Ghanaian woman, and you're a Ghanaian guy, if the Ghanaian guy dies, the Ghanaian guy's family will take the house off you, will take everything off you. That's the way it is in the culture. So this lady's been left destitute. The girls are destitute. We've held the line for them for 4 weeks, for a month. We've provided for them, looked after them, cared for them, treated them as our own daughters. But there's only so much we can do at the moment, unless some of you just come forward and just help these girls and help this mother. If you can, I'd be very grateful. If you do go to PayPal, please stipulate this is for Florence and Mary and mother. If you do donate on PayPal, please just send a message for Florence, Mary, and their mother, and I'll know exactly that money is for that situation. All right, God bless you and take care. God bless you. Bye now. Oh, and we because we had 12 kids come, just so you know about money situation, how we, so you know that the money that you send to help people, etc. When we sent, because we had 12 kids stay with us, 4 lads are still with us, 4 boys. We also gave each child, when they went back, like 50 CDs to help their parents and to help them, which is, it's not a lot of money, but it does mount up when you send 8 or 9 children home. We sent them on coach, but then we give them a little bit of money for their parents and for them to help them. Okay, I'm coming. Just give me 1 second, please. Thank you. Okay, thank you for listening. God bless you. Gotta go. And take care now. Bye now.